Um, okay, shout out to USA basketball. Congratulations. Take a moment of excitement. I will be the first to say I doubted them. I doubted them for real. I did not think they were going to medal. Did not think that whatsoever. Um, and how can you not blame me? They lose what against Australia and Nigeria in like exhibition games, and then they lose the first game of the Olympics to France. It was their first loss since 2004. Like, how can you not blame? Like, how can you blame me for that? Like, not being like, okay, I think USA is not going to medal this year, and that's okay. Like, basketball is so international now. Like, that would have been kind of like acceptable, and it just showed how much the game has widened. Like, that's not like I never say that as like a demeaning aspect to USA basketball. It's just kind of the reality now. But they pulled it out. Like, it's very exciting. Kevin Durant. It's Kevin Durant time. That was Kevin Durant's Olympic moment. I mean, they barely won too, so it kind of shows you like, wow, they kind of eked past these teams. It was kind of cool. I think they beat Australia in the semis and then beat France. Both that they previously lost to, I think. It's exciting. I mean, I was telling my friend David the other day, I was like, okay, I'm not like, we've had this talk. Everybody's had this talk. Like, with no one is ashamed. Like, no one hates whenever like something goes from their country to a global audience. Like baseball has kind of merged to has always kind of been a global audience. And there's been kind of like, remember the whole like Stephen A. Smith and Sheen and what's the guy's name? I'm not a baseball guy, so I have no idea. It's Sheen something. I don't know. Starts with the S. Whatever. I'm not a baseball guy. I have no idea. Sorry, butcher that. But I'm just saying a lot of people got on Stephen A. because like international. That was a whole just whatever thing. Whatever. Not trying to get into that. But with basketball being American, basketball is very American. Even though what David was telling me, like it's like Naismith's from Canada, but you know what I mean. Like basketball is American. I would compare it to like if the USA just started beating all these European soccer teams, like they would feel away too, and I don't blame them. Like that's their identity. So when America was losing all these basketball games, I was low key like, yo, my like basketball American ego is taking a shot right now. I've always heard stories like, I always had that like arrogance with like, how am I gonna say this? And this is everybody has their arrogant sport to them, but I remember like I don't know with some of my friends from like international countries, basketball is always my favorite sport, so I'm always going to talk about it. So whenever I was talking about it, I remember like I felt like, man, this is my sport. Like I felt away. I was like, man, my ego is showing for sure because I was like spitting NBA knowledge. I was like, yeah, this guy's got traded to that guy and they won. I think that guy's the best player in the NBA history. Like I felt like I had a automatic, legitimate opinion. Like my opinion was better than like every international opinion. And that's okay. Like if your sport is dominant in a country, I think you can get an automatic opinion about it. Like I'm gonna listen to a British guy or a Swedish guy or an Italian guy about soccer because I'm gonna listen to that. All right, like they get that opinion. As an American, I give my own basketball opinion. So all to say, I was like kind of like, man, is that going to like hurt my basketball ego opinion when it comes to like my international community? Whatever. But all that to say, congrats to USA basketball. y'all gave me another 3 years to have a great opinion about anything when it comes to basketball. So I'm excited. That was exciting. But it gets closer and closer every year. I mean, 2024, that's only 3 years away. Everybody forgets, like, Summer Olympics is popping up again in 3 years. Like, it's going to be a very quick turnaround. So, it's kind of cool. I mean, who's going to be on the 2024 team? Will Kevin Durant be on that team? I don't know. He might be too old at that time. And LeBron, I low-key, like, hope he's not going to, but, like, it'd be cool to have LeBron, like, a retirement, like, reunion. I know Kobe didn't even do it in 2016, so I wouldn't blame LeBron. It's the medals. LeBron did his he did his run. He did his service, so it's okay.